Well, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're located. It's sure great to be with you. Looking forward to sharing more about what we have going on here and the purpose of this webinar. So I'm accompanied by a wonderful group of folks today. And let me explain who they are. So first off, the firm that User-Friendly Consulting has joined is called Naviant. Naviant is a digital transformation company with an emphasis in document management, enterprise storage, content services, primarily as a partner of both Highland and Abby. So very comfortable with what we do in the intelligent document processing space. And I think you're going to be really appreciative of the group that is joining me today. So without further ado, let me explain who I have. We have Mike Carr, who's president and CEO at Naviant, a good friend and somebody I've worked very closely with over the last couple of years as we've explored the market, and of course always kept in touch with who in the market's doing what, and what are they doing successfully. I got Greg Albert, who's our Chief Operations Officer here. We got Jason Bruner, who's in charge of our finances, and then Jen Hine, who's also in charge of our marketing. So a great group of people who will be talking to you today. So our agenda today is to talk a little bit about Naviant. We want to share more about what we're doing here and also some of the cool, unique services that we're offering as part of this merger, and also what we have going on and transformation options for you as we look to expanding our offerings to you as your transformation advisor here. We want to talk about how we're going to continue moving over into the Naviant world, of course, as part of this merger. So we'll talk a little bit on the Naviant support side and how you're going to be receiving support on your current projects, also just in typical help desk-like support. We'll talk about your accounting and account setup here, the right way to get the financials done behind the scenes, a little bit about how we manage contracts and those sorts of things, making sure we get on the right paperwork. And just like everybody likes to make sure we can get paid and that you can get your projects done on time with the proper documentation in place. We're going to share a little bit more about what we're offering from a Naviant perspective. So from how do you learn about more of our platform and more of our opportunities of growth here? And Jen will be sharing quite a bit more detail there with you. And then, of course, if we have time, and as we have time, we'll do a Q&A. A little housekeeping here is everyone is muted. So if you have questions, please use the chat. And any of the hard questions we'll give to the other guys. So save the easy ones for me, and definitely appreciate that. So first off, we very much appreciate your attendance to the webinar. It has been such a pleasure doing business with you all on the user-friendly consulting side. And of course, the merger that took place in late March now means we're going to kind of become an even more powerful organization with that merger with Naviant. And I just want to say thank you for the years on the user-friendly consulting side, and thank you for the continued business that you're going to give us here on the Naviant side. I think you're going to be impressed with the group that we have here, and we're very, very much excited to share that with you. The next quote that you see here, and I'll give you a second to read it, is a very powerful statement from Abby. So when we think about the intelligent document space, there are some partners that just know what they're doing. And I hope you saw that on the user-friendly consulting side, and I know you're going to see that on the Naviant side as well. What this merger does is it gives us the ability to be Abby's #1 partner. And sometimes when we talk about partners, we think only revenue and those sorts of things. That's actually not what our focus is. Our focus is on you as the client, making sure that we have successful implementations, a successful support experience, and really growing and learning what your needs are. And so as you can see here on the quote, we have totally embraced from Abby. I think they're thrilled that there's going to be a focus here from the intelligent document processing space on you and how we're going to continue sharing about their technology with you. So really appreciate your ongoing support here as we make this transition. I have the very, very huge pleasure of introducing Mike Carr. Once again, as a good friend, Mike is once again the CEO of Naviant. And what he's going to do is share a little bit more about what Naviant's all about, their culture, their products, and their experience, and how that relates to the business that you've been doing with user-friendly consulting. Take it away, Mike.
Well, thank you very much, Travis, and welcome everybody. We absolutely, sincerely thank you for joining us for this webinar to learn a little bit about Naviant and what this new combined user-friendly consulting Naviant team looks like. And first, thank you, Travis. Like Travis said, we've become friends over the last couple of years, just kind of sharing insights to our business and how to make our businesses better, how to serve our clients better. And And I've long admired Travis and User Friendly Consulting. And so one thing that top priority for us when we brought UFC into the Naviant family is we don't want to break anything. And so that's job number one, is we don't want to break anything, but we also know that we together are going to really bring powerful solutions and powerful support to our clients. And so we're just excited to see that evolve in the coming months, in the coming years, and couldn't be more thrilled to welcome Travis, his entire team, and everybody on this call to the Naviant family. So again, thank you for taking some time to be with us. So I want to just briefly touch on this slide. This is kind of how we approach our business, and how I think of our business is it's sort of the intersection of business process management consulting, and our mantra at Naviant is process first. So everything that we do, we're really trying to think, really see the big picture of what's going to drive success to our clients. And it kind of, so it starts with really understanding what needs to get accomplished. And then that intersects with a suite of intelligent automation solutions. And you can kind of see those over on the right, of a variety of things that we do in this space, including in IDP and content management and workflow and et cetera, et cetera. And of course, you see some of the other, they're in the lower right, some of the other companies that we partner with. And with that, we can go to the next slide, which really highlights, and the reason I want to show this slide is we are Hyland's #1 partner. We're Abby's #1 partner after the acquisition of User Friendly Consulting. And this slide isn't intended to impress you. What I hope you get from this slide is we take this very seriously, because we know if we're Hyland's #1 partner and if we're Abby's #1 partner, that we're going to be able to drive client success. And for us, it's all about driving success for our clients, and we ultimately know that we'll succeed if we're doing that for our clients. And so that's why it's so important, is we know when we call Abby, we know the phone rings a little bit different, and because of that, we're able to provide a heightened level of support for our clients. So this is a list, a partial list of our customers. We have 400+ clients in 30+ states, and they kind of fit, most of them fit into one of three general industry verticals: commercial over, maybe we mix things up there, government on the left, commercial in the middle, and insurance on the right. And so these are industry focus areas for us. Next, our team. And what you see is a map. We have 130+ team members. We are in 28 states and Canada. And one thing I like to talk about, we are a work from anywhere company, just like UFC was. And why that's important is we've been able to build an incredible team because of our work from anywhere. We can recruit the nation and get the best talent from the entire United States. And so you're going to be met with a team equal to the UFC team in terms of just talent and passion to see you all succeed. And the last slide I want to touch on is we are very much a vision, mission, values driven company. And just to highlight what our mission is, we are driven by an obsession to help our clients succeed in their intelligent automation journey. That mission it's not just a phrase to us, it really is what drives us each and every day. And it's just core to how we think about our clients. It's core, our culture is built around that client obsession. And a couple values I wanted to point out. So these are values that we crafted as a company together through a process of discussion about a decade ago, and we hold them very core to who we are. Two, I want to point out, first, number three, we crave, obtain, and share knowledge. And that's one that's particularly important because it really goes beyond just us as Navient team members. It really extends to our clients. And so I think one thing that you've actually seen at UFC, with like the YouTube videos and the learnings, Navient very much has that exact same culture. And it's about how do we enable our clients to be successful in their intelligent automation platform and in their journey. And so you'll see that, I think, immediately. Jen's going to talk on that a little bit later, but you'll see it as you do business with us in the future. The next value I want to point out is we communicate openly and freely. We absolutely fail, just like most of us do on occasion. But one thing that we really pride in as part of our culture is that we have dialogues, we really want to understand how we're doing with our clients. And so you'll see us doing surveys and really trying to engage to find ways to serve you better. And so Greg will actually talk a little bit about how we use surveys to make sure we're doing a great job for our clients. And with that, I am going to actually turn it over to our Chief Operating Officer, Greg Albert. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Greg Albert. I'm on the operations team here at Naviant. Really excited to get to work with each and every one of you. Just before I go in and talk a little bit about how Naviant structures support and its operations team, I want to just kind of set next steps for right now regarding obtaining support and for projects. So first, today, nothing changes. The way that you're obtaining support today is how you should obtain support tomorrow. And that's the same goes for your projects. What we want to do, Travis and I are going to work together over the next several months to have communication about how you can move to our Naviant support model, getting access to our customer portal, and to really move our projects into our delivery team. But at any time during this transition, I just want to preface this section with reach out to Travis or myself. We're here to help. We're here to answer any questions. With that, I want to just kind of go through our operational areas. So Naviant Operations is broken down into a number of different areas. First is our project management office. Those are PMs that we staff to all of our delivery projects. We have our system architects and engineers. There are folks that are going to deliver solutions to you. We have our process consultants and business analysts. Mike mentioned we're process first. This is the team that looks to the process in order to implement the proper solution to meet your needs. We have our customer success, our customer support team. That's that support arm of the business that Ed and Eric are going to be joining in the next several months. We have our managed service team. That's a team that does break fix, does day in, day out admin in customer solutions. And then finally, our client success advisors. That's the team that's your best friend. That's your person here at Naviant to really help you answer any questions and help you grow. I think it's important to put a face to a name, so you see my face in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, but here's my leadership team. I have Jeff that oversees managed services, Sharice oversees my delivery team, and then Hannah oversees our support team, along with Mel, our senior manager there, and Emma, our associate manager. So let's talk about that customer success team. That's what we call our support team. It's a team that's truly focused on your success. We want the system to work and we want it to be beautiful for you. It's a team that's dedicated at all time zone, as Mike showed a couple slides ago. And this team is not just baseline certifications. We are certified in all different products. As you can see here, Vantage, FlexiCapture, as well as a number of Highland products. And we won the highest award from Abby and Highland for our services. Just to give you a glimpse as to the team that's here to support you, here's just a snapshot of our customer support team, our customer success team. So you can see these are many folks that you'll get the opportunity to work with in the coming years. So let's talk logistics. So when you do move over to Naviant support, our standard business hours are 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central. Now, we always staff an after hours line with multiple folks, so you'll have 24/7 access to the team if you have an emergency. There are multiple ways to work with our team. Easiest most folks find is email, and we will share that email with you when we're ready to transition you over. But we'll also set you up with a portal account so you can log issues, see all of the open tickets you have with the team, as well as interact with us directly via that portal. We also have a live chat that's on our website. This is really great for quick questions you might have for the team, and we'll get you set up with that. And then finally, the phone. I referenced that we have a 24/7 support line. That support line is available for you if you have any emergencies or system downs. Some expectations for the team. For goals on triage, we like to triage issues within an hour of submission. So that means getting it to a support rep and getting them to ask some questions regarding your issue to get it driving forward. And then finally, follow up. If it's a higher critical issue, we just want to get on the phone with you. Let's just work the issue to a resolution. For lower, medium priority issues, we look every 24, 48 hours to expect an update from our team. We use Teams here at Naviant to address our issues. So if that's going to be any impediment for your organization, do let the tech support rep know. They do have a couple other options for you. And then finally, surveys. Mike referenced it at the start of this presentation. Surveys are critical for us to make sure we're providing the best service to you. So you're going to get a survey on every issue closed. Please do fill it out. Mike and I review them personally every Friday morning, and we follow up if it's not a 5 out of 5. So I please encourage you, when you get these surveys, please do fill them out. Let's talk a little bit about our delivery team. So this is the implementation arm of Naviant, and it's a team made up of project managers, process consultants, and architects. We assign PMs to all engagements. We have process consultants. We talked process first a little bit earlier. They're the team that's going to outline and design the solution to make sure they fit your business needs. And then finally, architects, they're going to go ahead and develop and deploy those solutions. Expectations that you could expect out of this team, project timelines for every project, regular communication with your PM, and a full picture of all your projects at any given time with this team. Moving on to our managed service team, we have 3 different flavors of managed services. Operate, think of it as break fix. We jump in your system, we go ahead and we handle the break fix operations. Enhance, that's enhancing your solution into other areas, and expanding is expanding into different departments and other use cases. We could set this up as a set of hours or a full-blown engagement for your organization. And then finally, expectations, you'll have a named resource. You'll focus on organizational KPIs, and then finally, weekly updates from your engagement directors. And then finally, client success advisors. This is a team that's focused on your success and growth. You will be assigned a client success advisor, and how best to work with them. They're really your person, your best friend. They're there to help with any organizational goals, solution roadmaps, upgrades and add-ons, any education that you need about offerings, and escalations, or just really any questions. But just to reiterate, support next steps today, nothing changes. Keep obtaining support and your projects going through the current processes. Over the next several months, Travis and I will be communicating with you regarding how to obtain support through Naviant and getting access to those portal accounts. But with that, I'm going to turn it over to Jason.
Good afternoon, everyone, and a warm welcome from the accounting team here at Naviant. There's just 2 quick things I want to overview to get to. One is to introduce you to the team that you're going to be working with through the transition, as well as moving forward on the accounting side of things, and then just give a brief overview of what to expect during that onboarding timeframe. So here's the accounting team. We have an amazing team here that's going to be there to help with anything from processing new orders to billing or contract administration, any and all of that. Very much like what you're used to receiving with Kathy and Kelsey. With this team, there is a shared mailbox. So the purchasing at Naviant.com, anytime you have a question or need something done, that is a shared inbox, and you'll get a very prompt response. So if we go to the next slide, we can look at what to expect during the transition. So there will be some activity going on here. Really, when it comes to kind of customer vendor onboarding, after this call, you're going to receive an official welcome email from the accounting team. It's going to have Naviant's W-9, our standard terms and conditions, any and all that. Go ahead and reply back to the purchasing at Naviant.com inbox with any questions, or if there's anything you need from a vendor setup from us, we'll be happy to provide that. And then following any statements of works, new orders, we're typically using DocuSign to process that. I know we might have some in-process stuff right now, but we'll figure those pieces out. But moving forward, working with Travis, you'll see kind of the normal cadence of things. With invoicing, we just ask, go ahead and pay whatever organization invoiced you for that particular invoice. And if there are questions or anything that you need done differently, just let us know, and we're going to work through that with you. Typically, subscriptions, much like you're used to, are going to be invoiced when the order's processed and all that. And typically our professional services, our support services are billed on a monthly basis at the beginning of the month for the prior month. But we know things were done a little bit differently, so we'll continue to work through that. And then renewals, probably very much like you're used to, probably reaching out 60 to 90 days prior to that expiration to get you any information you need to process that renewal. So any questions, feel free to reach out to myself or the team. We're here to help, and just let us know what you need. All right, with that, I'm gonna pass it off to our VP of Marketing, Jen Hine.
All right, thank you, Jason. Just a quick little preview of who's on the marketing team. You'll see that Kelsey actually came over from UFC on the marketing team. Great group here. You'll definitely hear from some of the team on the right, Tim and Ricky. I'll be reaching out to you to make sure you're getting invitations for webinars that you might be interested in, or a summit that is coming up. So wanted to introduce this topic. It's next month already. It's a 2-day event. It's virtual, kind of in the middle of the day. It's a 4-hour event each day. You can pop in and out for sessions that you see fit. Encourage you to go check out the agenda. It's definitely something you'll want to attend to get a better feel for who is Naviant. You came on board at a really good time. So you would go to our website, naviant.com, and under events, you'll see the summit listed there, and you can check it out and explore around and see some sessions that you might be interested in. Again, it's very flexible. You can pop in and pop out. If you only wanted to attend one of the 20 or so that are out there, you're welcome to do that. But it is an incredible opportunity, and it's free for all of our customers to attend. Other opportunities, we just did a JEDU content portal session yesterday. So if that content portal technology from accessibility perspective is something you're interested in, I encourage you to check out the recording that we did for that. We have an HR automation, so we are all remote now. If making your HR team more accessible and remote environment is something you're interested in, encourage you to check out that session in June. And then in July, rounded out with a session around Abby, talking about just on an AI and IDP and maybe some of the new solutions that are out there. I wanted to bring up the question corners too. This is another quick hitting educational format that you're probably already used to because Travis was doing it. We just branded it as a question corner, but it's these quick hitting videos, 3 to 6 minute videos. I'm pulling up the YouTube page from User Friendly Consulting right now. Travis was doing this, has a lot of great content on their page. Eventually these will be ported over into a question corner all around Abby on Naviant's YouTube page, because we too have a very robust page with a lot of followers as well as subscribers. A few resources I want to point out just on our website. Again, go to our website, it's naviant.com, and there's a resource library in the upper right. You click on that, you can search on a variety of categories there to learn a little bit more about us and see if there's certain topics that you're interested in. I'll point out the blog is also up there, so if you want to subscribe to our blog, I encourage you to do so. Post to it bi-weekly. It's all digital transformation, industry trends, and things like that many of our clients are interested in. So I encourage you to subscribe to that. You just go to the blog upper right corner and subscribe right there. We also have LinkedIn. If you're familiar with that platform and you use it, I encourage you to follow us on there. To do so, you would go to naviant.com, scroll to the bottom, click on our LinkedIn page there, and you can start following us. We do some fun things on there as well, but again, a lot of it's education around digital transformation initiatives across the board. I mentioned the question corners before. This is what our YouTube page looks like. So if you go out to YouTube, again, you could get there from our website. Go out to our YouTube page. There's a different playlists that are out there. This question corner playlist is one of them. Right now, I have the on-base one up here, but there will be a question corner around Abby in the future as well. Customer stories are out there. If you're interested to hear, maybe there's a customer we have that's similar to your business and you just want to hear them speak about their solution, there's an entire playlist for that. So I encourage you to check that out. The last thing that I just wanted to bring up was just the Abby educational opportunities. If you're not familiar, they have this comprehensive suite of training course and materials that's available to you at that link, the university one. And then they do have video tutorials out on their Abby YouTube page. So I encourage you to check that out as well. With that, that is all the content we had to present for you today. But we will stick around for questions if anyone has any. Otherwise, you could also feel free to email Travis directly with your questions. He's happy to answer those, but we will stick around for a few minutes. If people had anything to put into the chat, we're happy to address those as well. But thank you for your time this afternoon and welcome. I don't see anything coming in, but again, we'll stick around for a few 30 more seconds or so just to make sure someone's not frantically typing. But again, thank you for your time. And Travis, great introduction to the company. We're excited about everything the team is bringing. All right, well, thank you, everybody.
Thanks
Have a great rest of your day.
Bye now.